Hello, YouTube and fellow DC Comic fans. I'm Keith One Shot, and this is my Comic Complete Dramatic Reading Series. And today, we will be covering Justice League Issue 26, Legacy Part 1 by DC Comics. All art, text, characters, and storylines belong to DC Comics and their respective owners, not me. If you enjoyed this story, feel free to go out and support DC Comics and your local comic book shop. We start this story off with an unknown group of young heroes who all have a familiar look to them. The leader of the group, a man wearing a red cape with a golden lasso at his side, says to the rest of his team, "Stayed away from here for good reason. The road to hell. No more hiding." A woman on the team who wears the emblem of the Flash on her chest says to the leader, "You sure about this, Hunter? The mountain, Olympus, Sovereign's territory." Hunter then says as he walks towards the mountain, "Not much Earth it isn't anymore." It is then revealed that we are in New York City, 20 years in the future of DC Rebirth continuity, but right now, in the middle of the city, is Mount Olympus. It's dark and lightning is striking down all around as our young heroes look towards the mountain. Hunter then says to the woman wearing the Flash logo, "Cruz, is he here? Not Sovereign. Him. Curry." Cruz then responds by saying, "Can't find him if he is. I looked everywhere. Twice." The man with the silver hair and the Green Lantern symbol on his back then says, "Could be camouflaged." Hunter then asks the cybernetic woman, "Cube, can you sense anything?" Cube then tells Hunter, "No, nothing. Could be cloaked, could be at a range or ready to boom tube if he senses us. No way to tell." The female lantern then says, "Me and Jason could look." Then Jason, the male lantern, says, "Oh yeah, Jenny. Red or yellow glowing flying people. Very discreet. Where's Serenity? She said she'd be here. She's late." Hunter then says to Cruz, "Can't all move as fast as you, Cruz." Cruz then leans in and says to Hunter, "You can when I let you." We then see an Atlantean woman named Serenity jump out of the river and land near the team. She then says, "Can you two flirt after we're all dead?" Cruz then says, "Probably." Serenity then says, "Hunter better be right about this. Tempest's forces will overrun Atlantis now that I'm gone." Cruz then replies, "We all know what's at stake here, Serenity. There's no going back if we do this." Then Hunter says, "The darkness is growing again. We can all feel it. We have to stop it, no matter what." Cruz then says, "There's nobody left who can." The young team of heroes then put their hands together in a circle, as Cube says, "Together." Then the two lanterns, Jason and Jenny, say, "Oh, as friends. Family." Then, suddenly out of nowhere, we see a future cybernetic version of Aquaman jump through a boom tube and yell, "Get away!" Serenity then says, "Oh god, it's Curry. Like seeing a ghost wearing my dad's corpse." Hunter then tells the team, "Everybody move. Get to the mountain." Then Cruz says, "I'll take him." Curry then says to the young heroes, "You know what's here." Cruz then runs forward and says to Curry, "Slowed down, temporal, grenades." Curry then screams, "You shouldn't have come." Curry then smashes Cruz into the ground as he says, "You should have stayed hidden." Hunter then charges at Curry in anger as he says, "You used to be a hero. Now look at you, rejected by the seas, kept alive by Cyborg's old body, a waste of a father, a daughter who hates you." Then, Hunter punches at Curry, but Curry quickly dodges, then uppercuts Hunter to the gut. Then Curry says, "Look kid, you and the others are in over your head. Stay out of it." Then Curry slams Hunter face first into the ground as Curry yells, "Then I won't have to kill you." Suddenly, Jason and Jenny attack Curry with a red energy construct wolf and a yellow energy construct snake, holding Curry by his arms. Curry then says in anger, "Damn Lantern Light Show! Think I'll go easy on you kids because my daughter's with you?" Serenity then says to her father, "I stopped being your daughter when you stopped caring that I was." Then Jenny says, "We got him! Grab Hunter!" Curry then says to the young heroes, "Only thing you kids have got is more trouble than you can deal with. I'm being kind because of who you are. Leave now!" As Hunter stumbles away, he says, "Had him!" Cruz then replies, "Right?" Then we see half the team escaping as the two lanterns keep Curry contained. Serenity then says, "Come on now, we need to go." Cube then says, "The light's changing. The photons. I see them slowing down. He's got a dark ring." We then see Curry has a Black Lantern ring on as he surrounds them all in a black energy blast. But then, his daughter Serenity repels the blast with green telekinetic magic of Atlantis. She then says to the team, "You all there? I thought the dark rings were destroyed in the Lightfall." Hunter then says to Serenity, "Magic is physics they can't work against though. Keep pushing. You've got him. You gotta forget he's your dad." Serenity then pushes her magic farther as she says, "After what happened to my mom? What he did? When have I ever cared about him? I can't keep this up much longer." Cruz then yells at Serenity, "Dory, the mountain!" Then Serenity says, "Hang on, all of you, and don't call me Dory." She then blasts them all safely away from Curry. As soon as they're all safe, Hunter asks, "Everyone okay?" Then Jenny says, "That dark ring left us wounded. Might be a while before Jason and I can use the light again." Cruz replies by saying, "That timeless grenade is wearing off. Feels like forever since I was the same speed as the rest of you." Cube then looks at the nearby city and says, "It won't take Curry long to get here. I can block his boom tubes, but not indefinitely." Hunter then says to the team, "This way. We can't hang around long. Made a lot of noise. Sovereign will be coming." Cruz then says, "Have to be quick. You sure it's still here, Cube?" Then we see the team is close to Olympus as Cube says, "Pretty sure." Cruz then says, "Look at this, the Infinity Corps building. Haven't seen this place in over a decade. Wonder what happened." Then Hunter tells her, "Same thing that happened to the rest of the world." Then Jason says, "Can you hear that?" Cruz then replies by saying, "I thought it was just me." Hunter says, "What?" Then Jenny says, "Singing, this way." As the team makes their way through the building, Cruz says, "How long did we spend running around in here when we were little?" Jenny then says, "I don't think Jane ever liked babysitting us." Serenity then says, "A lifetime ago. Forever." Then Jason says, "Look at this! It's a mess! Nothing's gonna work in here! This was a mistake!" The young heroes then find one of their old friends dead, as Hunter looks down at the body and says, "Vincent, I suppose I didn't know what to expect, but if he's dead, how did he get that message to us?" Cube then says to the team, "I can hear him. Faint, but he's here." Jason then asks, "Who?" And Cube replies, "Vincent." We then see a digitalized face of their friend Vincent appear on a nearby screen. An AI of Vincent then tells the young heroes, "Got my message. Look at you, all grown up. The stones know what to do. Take you where you need to go. One chance to fix the world. End the darkness. Save us all." Right as the message ends, we see Sovereign break through the building in a fiery wreck, as she then says to the young heroes, "You should not have come here. There is no mercy, no compassion, only grief, death." Hunter then yells, "Sovereign!" Then Serenity says, "Make it quick, we're out of time." We then see Serenity crash a wave over Atlantean magic at Sovereign, as Serenity yells, "Get those damn stones singing, now!" Sovereign then repels Serenity's magic with some of her own, as she shouts, "Magic! Against me! I conquered and claimed the power of Olympus, and exiled our former gods. I have taken this world, and walked its sky as Sovereign. Who are you against that?" Serenity tries her hardest to fight back Sovereign's blast, as she then tells Sovereign, "I am Serenity Endurance Curry, and Queen of Atlantis, and I am no pushover witch." Just then, Cube creates an energy field on the ground, as she begins hacking into the building's interface. Cube then says, "You three have to give those stones everything you have left. I know none of you at your best after the fight with Curry, but it's the only chance we have." Hunter then jumps up in the air behind Sovereign, as he's ready to strike her in the back. He then tells the team, "Me and Serenity will hold her off. Make it quick." But Sovereign senses Hunter's attack, and she blasts him away, knocking him down to the ground, as Sovereign then says, "And you, as worthless as the day you were given life, it's no surprise your mother abandoned you." Just then, Cube uses the stones in the building's interface to open up a boom tube above them, as she yells, "We're up! Now or never!" Four of the heroes then jump into the boom tube, as Cruz then shouts, "Hunter! Dory! Move your damn asses!" Then the two other heroes jump into the boom tube, both barely escaping Sovereign's wrath. We then go to Midway City in the present day, where the entire city now looks like a war zone, surrounded by military with helicopters flying all around the city. We then see the Justice League inside the city, as we hear Wonder Woman say, "They did this to each other. I've seen every kind of war, every kind of conflict, and these people slaughtered each other. There was no mercy here, no compassion, just death." Simon Baz then says, "Tens of thousands of people murdering each other. I've never seen anything like this in my worst nightmares." Then Flash says, "Why would they do that? How could they?" We then see Cyborg say to the team, "Look at the pattern, the type of destruction. Analysis suggests significantly enhanced strength." Then Simon Baz responds by saying, "Wait, are you saying they all got superpowers and killed each other?" Cyborg then says, "Only pattern that fits the scene, Simon. I'll send it to Batman, see what he says, but I think I'm right." Superman then says, "I don't know what to say about this." Then Wonder Woman says, "I've seen this too often. Religion, politics, the pursuit of power. The weapons change, but the reasons never do. I left my home to stop this, and every day, I've failed." Superman then says, "Diana, separately or together, we saved countless lives, billions, the whole world. That's not a failure." Wonder Woman responds by saying, "Yes, Superman, we protect everybody. When the aliens come, we stand on the line and protect the world, the innocents, the corrupt, the extremists, all of them. And when the aliens go away, those people carry on killing each other. That's what we have to stop." Cyborg then tells the team, "I don't think we can impose our will on the world. We'd be no better than the villains we fight." Jessica Cruz then says, "Even if our cause is peace, Cyborg?" Then Superman says, "We can only lead by example, not the sword. We try to inspire, not use fear and strength to enforce our point of view." The Flash then says, "And people still die. I get it. I live with it. I keep wondering if I'm fast enough to stop all this across the world. I'm not, but I keep trying." Simon Baz then says, "Never end in battle. Right, Flash?" Wonder Woman then places her hand on Superman's chest, as she tells him, "I can't do this anymore. I can't stop an alien holocaust on one day and turn my back to the horrors of the real world on another. What kind of world do we want to leave behind for our children?" Then Superman replies, "A better one." Then Wonder Woman tells him, "Then we better start acting. We better start making sure something like this can never happen again." We then see a portal appear above the Justice League, as Simon Baz says, "Another attack." Then Flash says, "No, wait! I've seen this before! The Infinity Guys! The Stones!" We then see the heroes from the future, the children of the Justice League, pop through the portal as they fall beneath the Justice League. Hunter then says, "Rough ride!" Then Serenity says, "I don't believe it. It worked. We found you." Wonder Woman then points her sword at the unknown young heroes, as she says, "And you are?" We then see the Justice League and the young heroes from the future, all face to face, as Cruz points at the Flash and Jessica Cruz and says, "We're your children from the future. The world is almost finished. Broken. Billions dead." Then Hunter says, "And it's all your fault." And that ends today's story. Comic published by DC Comics. All rights, story, art, and characters belong to DC Comics and their respective owners, not me. This has been Justice League issue 26, Legacy Part 1, and I'm your host, Keith One Shot. If you like this video, make sure to check out the rest of my Comic Complete Dramatic Reading series, and support DC Comics by picking up a copy of the trades and single issue comics. Support your local comic book shop, take care, and have a great day. Goodbye!